Do you want to know what this page on the Voynich manuscript says? I'll tell you in just a second. I just wanted to quickly say that in order to stay consistent with my account, I'm going to keep all of my content Voynich related and ancient mystery related. But I have a lot to say in regards to recent events and in regards to politics, etc. So I'll leave all of that content on my story, so definitely follow along. But yeah, for consistency's sake, I'm going to keep all of my regular posts dedicated to Voynich manuscript material and other ancient mysteries. So I want to keep our focus on the blended language word that's right in the center. Unlike the rest of the text, this includes several different styles, it appears. It's not the standard text that you see in the rest of the manuscript. I translated above as a hollow, and I have a hollow meaning from over beyond. Now, using this book that uses alphabets from all different time periods, going back to even like the Book of Kells, I looked through all these different alphabets to make sure that I was on the right track with this blended language here, at least with an Irish lens. For the first letter, we have an exact match for this M. It's kind of like a curvy hoop M, and that's exactly what we have for the first letter, the first character. And then we have an ah, which is an O sound, at least in the rest of the text. The ah is sort of like a oo sound or an O sound. It does look like there's possibly an inferred vowel here, but we also see what looks like an R or an S. And that third character also looks slightly like the Greek gamma, the small Greek classical gamma, and then it also looks like it sits between an R or an S. The R and the S look very similar in many of these old Celtic alphabets. Now the last character is particularly interesting because it looks like a G. This is a G from the Book of Kells. It looks very similar to that. However, it looks also vaguely like a vowel. It looks like there's an O or an A there at the end, the cuff. And it also looks like the fada in the rest of the script, like the fada L symbol, vaguely. So when I see this, I am seeing possibly some inferred vowels, and I'm also seeing that last character as possibly a suffix that includes an L, G, O situation. With about 3 searches on Tenglan, I understand what this word means. It translates directly to Murlog. There are a couple of other visual homonyms, which I won't be listing. Those are on my Substack and also on my GitHub. But the main word that this represents, with all possibilities combined, basically, is Murlog. This is a Murlog. Murlog. If you want to read the rest, you're going to have to subscribe on Substack. It doesn't cost any money. All of my content is free. Be safe, be blessed. And just a reminder that weak men behavior almost always leads to violence. It is dangerous. Continue to call it out. Share resources, share community, share knowledge.